So dear student, basic concepts, chapter number 25, and we can start topic references, constitutional provisions and definitions, taxable event and date for determination of duty and tariff valuation in case of imported or export goods, assessment, provisional assessment and duty liability of goods in sets, remission, abatement of duty, pilfered goods, damaged or deteriorated goods, lost or destroyed goods, derelict, losum, ict, denatured or mutilated goods, reimported goods, customs, import of goods at concessional rate of duty, Rule 2017. Constitutional provisions and definitions. To explain the constitutional authority for levy of custom duty and the body of custom laws. Answer. The central government has been empowered by Entry 83 of Union List of the Schedule 6 of the Constitution of India to levy custom duty. Entry 83 of Union List read as under. Duties of custom include export good duties. Thus, the power to make laws in respect of custom duty vests with the central government. The tax received on account of custom duty are solely enjoyed by the Union. The body of the custom law comprises of the Custom Act 1962. It extends to the whole of India and save as otherwise provided in this act. It applies also to any offence or contravention thereunder committed outside India by any person. It provides for levy of import and export duties of custom on goods imported into or exported from India through sea, air, or land. It contains a provision of levy and collection of duty, importation or exportation, transit and transshipment, prohibitions, warehousing duty, drawback, appeal, settlement, advance ruling, offences and prosecutions. So this law is extended to all of India and say otherwise provided in this act. It applies also to any offence or contravention thereunder committed outside India by any person. It provides for levy of import and export duties of custom on goods imported into or exported from India through sea, air or land. It contains a provision of levy and collection of duty, importation or exportation, transit and transshipment, prohibitions, warehousing duty, drawback, appeals, settlement, advance ruling, offences and prosecution act. The Custom Tariff Act 1975. The Custom Tariff Act 1975 has been enacted for classification of goods, the various types of custom duties to be levied on the importation and exportation of the articles are provided under this act. It contains two schedules. The first schedule is known as import tariff and it refers to the goods liable to import duties and of customs. The second schedule is known as export tariff and it refers to goods liable to export duties of customs. Rules. Section 156 of the Customs Act 1962 empower the central government to make rules. Such rules may provide for matters relating to the manner of determining the value of imported goods, export goods, duty drawback, baggage act. The rules so framed are consistent with the provisions of Customs Act 1962. Regulations. The Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs is empowered under Section 157 of the Customs Act 1962 to make regulations to carry out the purpose of the Act. The regulations so framed are consistent with the provisions of the Act as well as the rules framed by central government. Notifications. The central government has been empowered to issue notifications under various sections of Customs Act 1962 for effective implementation of the provisions of the Customs Act 1962. So that it is overall experience. The body of the custom laws comprise the Customs Act 1962, the Custom Tariff Act 1975, some rules, regulations, and notifications. Also included adjudicating authority. It means any authority competent to pass any order or decision and under this act, but does not include the board, commissioner, appeal or appellate tribunals. Section 215. So this is an important part of the examinations level. It means adjudicating authority, any authority competent to pass any order or decision under this act, but does not include the board, commissioner, appeal or appellate tribunal. So this is not include board of commissioner, appeal or appellate tribunal. The superintendent, assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner, joint commissioner and principal commissioner, also commissioner of customs, are adjudicating authorities. Adjudicating authority adjudicates the cases it issues source cause notice in case of short levy or non-levy duty on payment. short payment of duty, and after giving the assessee one opportunity of being heard, passes its decision or order. In case if any person is aggrieved by such decision or order, appeal can be filed to the concerned appellate authority, commissioner appeal, and appellate tribunal. The board CBIC is not an adjudicating authority but is a administrative authority. Aircraft, the same meaning as in the Aircraft Act 1934 section 21A. It appellate tribunal means the customs, excise and service tax appellate tribunal constituted under section 129 section 21B. Assessment means determination of the dutiability of any goods and the amount of duty, tax, cess or any other sum so payable if any under this act or under the Customs Tariff Act 1975 or under any other law for the time being in force with reference to the tariff classification of such goods and determination in accordance with the provisions of the Customs Tariff Act. So A. The tariff classification of such goods as determination in accordance with the provisions of the Customs Tariff Act. B. The value of such goods as determined in accordance with the provisions of this Act and the Customs Tariff Act. C. Exemption or concession of duty, tax, cess or any other sum consequent upon any notification issued there under this Act or under the Custom Tariff Act or under any other law for the time being in force. The quantity, weight, volume, measurement or other specifies where such duty, tax, cess or any other sum is leviable on the basis of the quantity, weight, volume, measurement or other specifies such goods. The origin of such goods determined in accordance with the provision of the Customs Tariff Act or the rules made thereunder if the amount of duty, tax, cess or any other sum is affected by the origin of such goods. Any other specific factor which affect the duty, tax, cess or any other sum payable on such goods and includes provisional assessment, self-assessment, reassessment and any assessment in which the duty is nil. Section 222. Baggage. It includes unaccompanied baggage but does not include motor vehicles. So इसमें motor vehicle included नहीं है. Section 2(3). Beneficial owner means any person on whose behalf the goods are being imported or exported or who exercises effective control over the goods being imported or exported. Section 2(3)(a). Bill of entry. It means a bill of entry referred to in section 46, section 2(4). Bill of entry is the basic document for assessment of custom duty. The importer has to present electronically